And who's coming to the Cub today? We'll find out tonight on Murrow News 8.
From the Northwest Public Broadcasting Studios on the campus of Washington State University, this is Murrow News 8.
Good evening, I'm Chris Mitchell.
And I'm Alex McCollum. Welcome to Murrow News 8.
Whitman County Public Health reported there were 157 new positive cases for COVID-19 Wednesday. The county has now recorded 8,148 cases in total, and the activity level in Whitman County remains on the absolute high of the spectrum with 2,214 cases per 100,000 population. Yet there is a slight improvement from the record numbers earlier this week.
According to the Daily Evergreen, Whitman County is experiencing a shortage of KN95 masks. Public Health Director Chris Skidmore says the county is expecting another shipment of the masks, but because of flooding and poor road conditions, the shipment has been delayed. When the masks do arrive, Skidmore says the health department would like to distribute them across the county, including from some libraries.
According to KHQ News, President Biden is planning to pick the first black woman to serve as a Supreme Court justice. Biden announced his plan at a White House ceremony today while formally announcing the retirement of Justice Stephen Breyer. Biden says the choice is long overdue and that he will have a formal nomination by the end of February.
The search for the new chief executive for Pullman Regional Hospital has been shortened to 15 candidates. The next phase in the hiring process will include Zoom interviews with the selection committee. The candidates will also take part in panels with representatives from the hospital, WSU, Schweitzer Engineering, and the city of Pullman. The PRH commissioners hope to hire a new CEO in April.
5 WSU faculty members were elected as fellows of the American Association for the Advancement of Science yesterday. The 5 professors are Santanu Bose, Tom Koala, Bernd Marcus Lang, Jill McCluskey, and Katrina Maley, and they will be celebrated at an in-person event at a later date when health and safety protocols can be easily followed. The AAAS are the publishers of the journal Science.
A team of astronomers, which includes a WSU astrophysicist, will soon use the James Webb Telescope to search for black holes located in small galaxies. Vivian Baldessade, a WSU assistant professor of physics and astronomy, says the telescope launched December 25, 2021 and is fully deployed. Once the telescope reaches a full cycle of 40 hours between summer 2022 and 23, her team will begin observing nearby solar systems. The information they receive will help determine these black holes' impact on the solar system and how they form.
According to Pullman Radio News, registration for the Moscow Art Walk is now open. The February 17th event is for visual, literary, performing, and culinary arts. Local businesses are encouraged to participate and showcase their work. Registration for the event is open through February 8th. Businesses pay a $40 entry fee and nonprofit organizations pay a $20 fee.
30-year-old Randy Skalicki from Lewiston was arrested at a traffic stop by the Whitman County Sheriff's Department Wednesday evening. A deputy stopped Skalicki for a licensing violation, then noticed the car was involved in an attempted robbery. Skalicki ended up admitting to the deputy that he was involved and his drug addiction is what caused him to steal. His charges were possession of meth with intent to deliver, possession of stolen property, and theft.
Washington State University has received numerous grants recently. Find out where those are going.
And which viral TikTok star will be roasting the university? Up next.
Got through the names. The WSU College of Nursing received a $1 million grant to provide environmental health research training, according to Pullman Radio. This 5-year grant from the National Institute of Environmental Health Sciences covers a Train the Trainer program. The program will be available for 144 faculty and scientists.
More in-campus funding, as WSU has received a large grant from the M.J. Murdoch Charitable Trust. According to Pullman Radio, the WSU Foundation has received roughly $400,000 from the organization. According to the trust, the money will be used for a high-parameter imager for life sciences research.
Some good news for our neighbors in Idaho. If you're tired of eating nothing but chicken nuggets and pizza during the day, there's a new option right now in Moscow. According to the Daily Evergreen, Loco Grins is a new locally owned restaurant that provides Hawaiian barbecue at affordable prices, especially for college students. So if you're able to drive 20 minutes east, you'll see Loco Grins located on Main Street.
It smells like a public restroom! You know what? No. Well...
We know her best from TikTok and her hilarious videos, but tonight Brittany Broski is coming to WSU. The Student Entertainment Board is hosting the Roast of WSU by Brittany Broski, and you heard that right, she's roasting us. She blew up online in 2019 for the video you just saw, as well as her sharp wit and quirky charm. The doors open at 5 p.m. and the show starts at 6 p.m. in the Cub Senior Ballroom.
Well, it's been really cold and foggy, and we've even gotten some snow in the last couple days. Gillis, is that going to keep going, or what's our weather going to be like coming up?
Well, Chris, unfortunately, based on our 5-day forecast, the weather this week is here to remind us that a beautiful, warm summer is still far off in the distance. As the rest of this week and early next week is showing high temperatures hovering around 35 degrees with winds blowing at or about just around 10 miles per hour, which is the day when we are expected, Sunday night, which is when the day we are expected to get a combination of decent snow and rain. But looking at the rest of the day, it is currently partly cloudy at 36 degrees, and then, today 31 degrees, and then 23 degrees is the overnight low, and then again the wind speed is around 10 miles per hour, and then the sun sets at 4:45 p.m. is when it gets really cold. And then looking at tomorrow, tomorrow is around partly cloudy again with a high of about 36 and a low of 23. And then coming into the weekend, Saturday partly cloudy with a high of 36 and a low of 25, which, like I said, is right before we are supposed to get some snow and rainfall on Sunday, which shows a 60% chance in the afternoon with a high of 36 and an overnight low of 29. Looking at the wind speed for Sunday, for most of the storm, it will be around 7 to 9 miles per hour with wind speeds cranking up to 16 miles per hour later that night. So definitely better than 30 miles per hour, which we were dealing with several weeks ago, but still very cold. Definitely need to have the jackets out. And then starting your work week again on Monday, expect partly cloudy skies around 34 with a high of 34 and a low of 23 with a 20 to 30% chance of snow lingering throughout the day. And expect the chilly Sunday night winds to continue through Monday afternoon as they will be hovering around 15 miles per hour again, so before dying down Monday night. But again, it certainly looks like from the forecast that we'll still be cranking it up, the heaters in our houses and our cars, for the next couple months until temps start to warm up again. I certainly wish I were in my hometown of Phoenix, Arizona right now for this time of year. That's it for the weather. Back to you guys at the desk.
Thanks, Gillis. Hopefully we'll get some of that more Arizona-like weather. But women's basketball is on a streak now, and what happened yesterday, and what important game are they playing tomorrow up next?
Along with the long-awaited return and triumph of men's basketball after a week of quarantining, next on Murrow News 8.
Dad, they took over my bedroom.
I was just zoned in on that one.
Okay, Dad. 1, 2, 3. Dad! You saved me. Dad?
Are you okay?
I'm fine, dear.
Your hero needs you now.
and AARP is here to help. Find the care guides you need at aarp.org/caregiving.
The WSU women's basketball team picked up their third straight win over Oregon State last night in Beasley Coliseum. The Cougs beat the Beavers 58-51. Johanna Tedder led the way with 17 points. The win pushes WSU's overall record to 11-6 with an even 3-3 in Pac-12 play. The Cougs will look to continue improving their record as the Apple Cup takes to the court twice this weekend. The Cougs will take on the Huskies Friday at 7 p.m. here in Pullman and again on Sunday at 12 p.m. in Seattle. The WSU men's basketball team returned to the hardwood last night in Beasley Coliseum after an 11-day drought due to COVID-19 protocols. They had a dominant performance over Utah with a 71-54 win. The Cougs' overall record improved to 11-7 with a record of 4-3 in Pac-12 play. The men's basketball team will take on Colorado here in Pullman on Sunday at 7 p.m. In other sports news, the men's and women's track and field team will be competing in 2 meets this weekend. WSU will be sending its distance runners to Seattle to run in the UW Invitational on Friday and Saturday. The rest of the team will head down to Albuquerque, New Mexico to compete in the New Mexico Team Open on Saturday. That's all for sports. Back to you at the desk.
Thanks, Kat. Cowboy Poetry Gathering Week. What is this strange national holiday and why are people celebrating it?
I don't know about you, but I'm interested in learning, whatever that is. Next on Murrow News 8.
This should be fun.
It's okay to be scared. You don't have to be so strong.
Strength is not optional. This is my mother, my purpose. Real muscle is lifting her spirits between bedpans and bad news from doctors that doubt her strength. Strength is buried in bills, managing meds, and swallowing those moments of, Mom, it's me, your daughter. Remember? My strength is super, but I'm still human, right?
Look who's here. There she is. Thanks for your patience.
How you feel?
If you're caring for a loved one, visit aarp.org/caregiving for care guides and community, or call 1-877-333-5885.
This Friday and Saturday marked the 38th National Cowboy Poetry Gathering in Elko, Nevada. Ranch families use this celebration as a chance to go back in time and experience the American West, whether it is with a song, a poem, a story, or a skill that has been somewhat left in the past. This event will also be live streamed in addition to the in-person activities. And I don't know about you, but I wish I could have had a chance to see what that's all about. It seems like it's something in between a pioneer event.
Yeah, I can't say I have a lot of experience with cowboy poetry. I think my extent of that knowledge would be like Carrie Underwood maybe, or some other country singers. But
yeah, I was trying to get a better idea of what it was, but there wasn't much information on their website. It was kind of just, but the one thing I was pretty interesting, so they was signed into Congress in 2000 as some kind of energy protection program. So that's pretty cool, I guess. It's working for something positive.
Yeah, definitely.
Well, yeah, I don't know if Kombucha Girl or Brittany Broski would be interested in that kind of poetry. What do you think?
I'm not quite sure. I assume based on her sense of humor, she'd find some sort of way to make a joke about it or make a TikTok about it. I'm sure she would make a really great TikTok about cowboy poetry.
She'll have to do something to make use of that time here in Pullman, especially if she's going to be here all weekend. Well, thanks for watching, and if you missed anything in this or any of our previous newscasts, you can always watch us on our YouTube channel.
More news can be found at nwpb.org/mn8, and you can follow us on Facebook and Twitter. Have a good night.